What is going on, my people? It's your man Versatile is back with another video, back with a video some of you guys have been looking forward to, and that is how to maximize the performance out of your Samsung Galaxy device. Now, I will be using the S22 Ultra as an example, so some of these features may not hit your phone yet because you don't have One UI 4.1 or even One UI 4.0 for that matter, but most of the features you will be able to find in your Samsung Galaxy device. So, without further ado, let's get into it. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go straight to settings, and then we're gonna go into connections. So we're talking about maximizing performance, not battery life. All right, this is, you want your phone on 10, all right, on 20 as a matter of fact. So this is what you want to do, right? So coming into settings, you go into mobile networks, ensure that your network mode is on 5G, LTE, 3G, and 2G. Make sure you're running on the best ability to download and upload data, which is with 5G. Now granted, it depends on your area and if 5G is implemented well and the type of 5G you have on your phone, right? Millimeter wave, ultra wideband, all that fun jazz, right? Or 6G, whatever they want to call it. That plays a role in it, of course, but nonetheless, having 5G activated will get you there. Also, if we go back into mobile network, make sure your data roaming is also on. That means that the minute it feels like it can get some data, it's going to try to download and do whatever you need to, whatever task you're looking for when it comes to your device. All right, so after we go there, we go to display. In display, you want to maximize your performance on your phone. I suggest having adaptive brightness on still, because it's still good regardless if you want performance or battery life. But let's say you want to switch it off, go ahead and switch adaptive brightness off, and then if you want, increase the maximum brightness. This uses more battery. If you toggle that on, it's going to give you extra brightness for your phone. Now me, I'm an adaptive brightness guy, so I'm gonna lower that. But again, with brightness, you can adjust it the way you want it, and then if you want extra brightness because you just want your screen blazing like that, use that option. Also, go into motion smoothness. Make sure you have adaptive on. That means you're gonna get 120 Hz more often than not. Now, screen mode, I don't think it really affects battery life. That's just to one's own eyes. I use natural mode. Vivid mode looks really nice. Screen resolution is where you actually want to be at. Make sure you have WQHD Plus turned on. That maximizes the most usage of your display resolution, meaning you're going to get the most sharp, clear images, crispy images, and videos that you'll be watching and that will be displayed on your device. For those that don't have that option, of course, Full HD Plus will work, or WQHD, depending on what year your Samsung device is. And then screen timeout mode, 10 minutes. Make sure you click on screen timeout mode and you got that on 10 minutes because you don't want your display to just always try to go to sleep on you. All right, lock screen. Go into always on display. For some reason mine's not on. I usually have mine on tap to show. Now if you want to make sure you always have information on, you tap on always on display, and then you go down here to show always, or if you want, you can do a schedule or just show for new notifications. That makes sense too. I actually kind of like that option. I might switch to that, but either way, it doesn't matter to me. And then of course you have auto brightness. Make sure ain't no updates on that. All right, we good. So always on display, and make sure you have that on show as always, because you always want to make sure you got your display showing you information. Okay, all right, okay. Now advanced features. You want call and text on other devices. You want to make sure that you can get your information wherever you at. So if you on your tablet, on your laptop or whatever that is in the Samsung world, you can use call and text on other devices, and it will send the text message and calls to that other device because it's linked or paired with your phone. Continue apps on other devices as well. One good example is Samsung Notes and Samsung Internet Explorer. When you swipe up or you tap the recent apps button, you'll see a message at the top saying continue this on so-and-so or continue from so-and-so, which means like if you have a web page pulled up on your tablet, and it's still up on your tablet, if you come to your phone and swipe up to reach your recent apps, you'll be able to continue that web page back on your phone and vice versa. It should work vice versa. Sometimes I feel like it just works for the phone and not necessarily in the direction toward the tablet, but that's neither here nor there. Make sure your DeX is set up, of course, because you probably want to use Samsung DeX to cast a desktop-like display to your TV or to a monitor or whatever, make sure you have that set up with Samsung DeX. Make sure Quick Share is set up too, because this is where you're able to send stuff to other Samsung Galaxy devices with no problems. And so that's what that is there. Labs, make sure you got multi-window for all apps, full screen and split view, right? Which means that it just eliminates your notification bar at the top and the home button at the bottom. Make sure your S Pen is on fleek. Make sure you got, now for me, I don't use, which one is it? The pointer, when hovering, I don't use that, but make sure you allow multiple S Pens, because if you're using an S Pen from another device, it will work on your display. Just like you have a tablet S Pen, you can use that on your display as well. Now it says it may use more battery. It is what it is, but again, we're looking at maximizing the use of your phone. If you go to motions and gestures, or even side key, we're going here, quick launch by double pressing the power button to enter camera. If you press and hold, you can do power off menu or use Bixby if you use it. I still like using it to do simple commands. Motion and gesture, this is where it's gonna get fun. You want your phone to notify you whenever you can, have lift awake turned on. That way when you pick it up, it'll already flash forward information to you. Double tap on and off on the screen. If you have screen real estate to do that, that works. If you don't, the screen to turn the screen off won't actually work. So keep screen on while viewing. We'll try to analyze your eyes while you're looking at the display to make sure it does not time out on you or begin the timeout feature. Alert when phone picked up. When you pick it up, it'll alert you with some vibrations. For me, I'm turning that off because as you notice, I've been getting a lot of things happening. Now, it seems like it only works with missed calls or messages. You can mute with gesture, so swipe your hand over the phone, the camera on the front or whatever, and then it'll actually silence those alarms. And then palm swipe to capture is taking your palm and swiping it across the display, so you actually have to have your palm physically swiping or the side of your hand, your palm physically swiping across the screen, and then you'll get a screenshot that way as well. Now here's some things that I'm going to kind of show you guys in terms of the next level, right? So if we go on to battery and device care, and we go on to battery, as you guys see, my battery lasts about 16 and a half hours. I love it. And you see that storage, 512 gigs. Ooh, 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 ooh. If we go on to battery, and we come down here to more battery settings, turn adaptive battery off. Adaptive battery will try to limit usage for apps that you don't use often. You want all your apps available at your fingertips, so turn that off. Also, processing speed, make sure you got that on. Oh, what? I didn't even think about that. So I thought I had mine on the highest one. I didn't even realize there was a maximum. Maximum is best for short-term use with processing intensive apps. Uses battery rapidly and tends to cause heating. Now, I didn't even realize I could use maximum. Now, it does say it's best for short-term use. So that might change my battery life, but I do use mine on high, which is get faster data processing. Helpful if some apps are running slowly, uses more battery, and may cause heating. So, you know what? I'm switching mine to maximum. Switch yours to maximum too, because that means your phone is going to process everything. All right, everything. All right, and that's what you got right there. And then of course, make sure you have all your fast charging, super fast charging, and then fast wireless charging activated. Now this is where it's gonna get fun, right? We're gonna back out of this here. We're gonna go home, and then we're gonna go over to an app called Good Guardians. Good Guardians is where you're going to also maximize the performance of your phone. And this feature is going to pop up in this video and the next video. You go into Thermal Guardian and you come down here to additional setting, right? This is the setting that I'm going to have in both videos. It's turn off 5G if the data usage is low when screen is on, right? That means that it's going to toggle 5G on and off depending on how much data is needed. So for me, I have that on so that way it will select when it thinks I need the 5G as opposed to just having it on all the time. Now, you want to maximize performance, you don't have to have that on. I would say it still does maximize your performance because it maximizes your performance when you actually need it as opposed to always having it on. So for me, that's why that feature will pop up in this video and in the battery life video. Now, with that being said, make sure you have your thermal threshold in the direction of more heat. it will increase it by up to 2 degrees Celsius, I believe. So by having that on, that also allow your CPU to run hotter or slightly hotter, so that way you can get as much processing done as possible. And then Galaxy App Booster. This app is recommended to use like once a week. It will try to maximize your apps, and as it says right here, improve performance by up to 15%. Some applications may be restarted and your device may heat up during optimization, which makes sense. Runtime, it says 15 minutes. It really could take like 5 to 10. And then of course, you can have the option to only optimize the apps used in the past 30 days. But we talking about performance, maximize everything. Use that once a week. If you want to even put a reminder in there for yourself to maximize it once a week, or basically if you do a weekly restart of your phone, have that handy and to optimize your apps after a restart. Because once you use it, you're going to see that then it says it's going to try to maximize apps by up to 5%, which basically means it's already optimized your apps, so you ain't got to sweat it. That's what you want to see right there. And then Memory Guardian is is the last piece to the puzzle. Down here at the bottom, you see Customize at the bottom of the screen. When you click Customize, I have mine in quick switching mode. What does that mean? It means to keep more apps in the background. When using the previously used app again, it is more likely to run with the last state of the app, not starting from the beginning. I feel like Samsung has limited the amount of background apps available since One UI 3.1.1 maybe, because I noticed I could just switch back to the app after a minute and I feel like the app is restarted. Now that could be a problem with the recent app switcher, or they are closing apps a lot faster, so that's why I switched to quick switching mode. Now alternatively, speed up top app mode, if you guys want to see what that means, it says clean up memory to secure empty space on a regular basis. When running an app that uses a lot of memory, it will help to prevent slowing down due to memory loads. It is recommended if you use the game frequently or use a small number of apps. So to me, the speed up top app mode, actually, I feel like for me personally, works more on my tablet. I don't use a lot of apps on my tablet. I use Lightroom, Power Director, which may get subbed out for LumaFusion, we'll see, but Power Director has surprised me recently with many new features. It's buggy now. And YouTube, or media consumption based apps like that. I don't really, and even then I use my TV for most of that. So my tablet will actually benefit more so from that top app mode, because I need Power Director, I need Lightroom, I need those heavy consumption apps to run at their best. So with your phone, you're probably using way more apps. Quick switching mode will also utilize the performance of your device. It will utilize that Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 like nothing else. And that is how you, oh well, also make sure if you go on the Battery Guardian, app power saving. Now this one, to maximize performance, it will shut down apps that are battery draining apps. That maximizes your performance of your phone because you're getting rid of or shutting down apps that are draining essentially for no reason. And then make sure your screen power saving is off, right? Mine is off. And then power saving during bedtime is fine because you're asleep. So I can recommend that. And then of course you can set a sleep time. And I set it just for a specific period of when I'm asleep and when I need my phone to chill, and then when I need to start kicking back up when I'm about to wake up. And those are your options for maximizing your performance of the S22 Ultra. I almost called it the Z22. So Samsung, these names, goodness gracious. If you guys haven't already, let me know down in the comment section below any other app power saving, app or phone performance tips that you've used to get the most out of your phone. If these features have been helpful and useful to you, let me know down in the comment section below. But again, as always, if you guys haven't already, make sure you guys ignite the like button, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell so that way you never miss my videos. That way you can sit back, check, and see what's cracking. It's your man Micah signing out until the next video. Wait for